Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel, a channel that prides itself in data. Now this is not by any means a large sample size of data. Normally when I'm looking to collect something that I think is a fairly good measure of data, we're talking about a minimum of 10 million battle chips, which is almost impossible for most summoners to save up and certainly even most arena grinders. But the Boss 81 here has 2 million battle chips worth of uncollected arena crystals. They're not quite the Thronebreaker price, but they are 10,000 battle chips per crystal. And I always say that for every 500,000 battle chips that you open, you should get 1,000 units. Or to make it easier, for every 1 million battle chips you open, you should get 2,000 units. So in this case, 2 million battle chips means the minimum goal for units in a normal expected drop rate for a good opening, not a great opening, but a good opening, is 4,000 units. Anything less than 4,000 units will be considered a disappointment, and if it's like closer to 3,000 units, then this guy definitely got screwed with the RNG on this. So we're going to see. I've not watched this before. As always, I try to keep my reactions genuine and authentic to the submission at hand. That is not a good start. 75, then 150? Okay. Getting better. 4-star Punisher makes an appearance. And I should say these are the uncollected version, not the Thronebreaker, right? The uncollected arena crystals. And 825 is definitely below pace. So every 50 you should hope for 1,000. That's probably the easiest way to say this. So he's already behind the pace right now. Like, that's what you should hope for 20 crystals ago. So he's got to make up some ground. Now, he can make up the ground. The RNG can come back with a vengeance. But he is almost halfway through, and we're looking for 2,000 units as a normal, good opening, 100 crystals in. And so he is behind about 500 units. Okay, now that was a good batch. So he's behind about 350, which he can make up in the back half of this opening very easily. I always feel like this is sort of like an auction video or like eBay style. But there were 0 units in that batch of 100,000 battle chips. This is definitely a painful back half so far. Internet phrases. That was good, right? That gave him almost 400 units. That's one of the best, if not the best, batch of 10 he's had here. But you are looking for the hope at this point, 10 crystals away from 3,000 units. And he is not close. He is 600 units away now. So we were hoping he would get to 4,000 units. And that is technically has a chance of happening now. He's got some back half luck. No matter what, he's going to finish 550 units short of the minimum goal. Look at that. Okay, he has a chance to get to 4,000 units all the way back, and boom! So what a comeback this was. It looked like after the first 50, he was going to have no chance to get to 4,000 units by the time that this crystal opening was over. But this is also a good snapshot of why, for those of you who don't keep track of the Marvel Casino of Champions drop rates, why it's so up and down, right? So I'm really happy with this data because it gave him what you would hope to see normally on a non-week for July 4th sales, would be a good opening. So he was not affected at all by that theory that they kind of change the drop rates for units to make sure, especially free-to-play players, get screwed over. I know it feels like you all get screwed over anyway. But that's good data. So the Boss 81, I appreciate the 2 million battle chip experiment. I still personally, if you're asking, Prof, what's the most guaranteed safest way to get units, I think unless you're opening probably 5 million battle chips worth or more, I would still stick with the regular 2,000 OG battle chips per crystal, the OG arena crystals. I know you're not going to get a 5-star Punisher or a 6-star Punisher from those, but who actually uses their 6-star Punisher every day anyway? It's best to maximize your chance for units, unless for some reason you care more about gold than units. And I still think if that's the case, you want to open either Uncollected or Cavalier or Thronebreaker for that matter. Just whatever gives you the highest return for gold percentages, because it's the same drop rates. You just open less crystals. So that's my rant. The Boss 81. Thank you for the data.